Hi and welcome to another episode of SAFE Unplugged. Today I have with me Nidhi, who's part of the Threat Intel team. Nidhi, welcome to the couch. Would love to start with a little bit about who's Nidhi, where does she come from? Walk us through that journey and then we'll move forward.
Thank you, Pal, for first of all giving me this opportunity. So I am working in Threat Intel team. I come from Jodhpur, Rajasthan, and I'm someone who loves solving the problem. So yeah, that's quick intro about me.
That's really quick and sweet and short. Love that. You've been at SAFE for a while now. You came in as an intern, you transitioned into a full-time role, and today you're leading large projects. How did that journey work for you? How did you go through every phase? Because obviously an intern journey is going to be very different for what you're doing today. So how was it for you? Did something change at SAFE? Was SAFE always how it is today? Or what was that about?
I had an amazing journey. It was completely a roller coaster ride, and it was completely horizontal, experiencing different phases of the products of the organization. So I started as an intern in the service company when we were doing VAPT. So that's where I ventured into. I was very new to cybersecurity space. So that's where I started with the application and all. Then I moved into the product side of things, where I wherein I learned and developed on the things on the RNA part of it. Security element, threat research into the product. Then I also worked a bit on developing that security engine into the product. Then again I moved back into security operations, doing the security of the company and the product itself. And then now at the moment, I think in last 1.5 years or something, I'm working on doing the threat research for the product, developing different elements, the good elements, and what threat research goes behind that. I think that's something. So overall, it had been a tremendous journey, both on the cybersecurity part of it and then implementing it.
Got it. And you're happy with how the journey turned out? What's one part? We have a very long culture deck.
Yeah.
And it's got everything from the good, the bad, the ugly at SAFE. What's the one part that resonates with you the most?
I think the one part which I love the most is being autonomous.
Okay.
Because I feel the reason, as I said, 3.5 years now being over here, and the reason I said it's an amazing journey because I have been given that ownership and that basically I can drive the decisions.
Okay.
I can take the decision what is right, what is wrong, and what we should do it, rather than it coming from other people, I would say.
Got it. Today, if you have to talk about your team, if you had to give them one name of how they function, it could be, for example, engineers I think have Avengers and Fanatics and all of that. And they also have these random names where they're like, we're, I don't know, some rock stars.
Yeah.
Is there a name that you've given your team? If yes, what is another name that you could think of that you would say like, that is my team?
We do not have given our name as such, but if I would have to give the name, what we do is what our name would be, Threat Hunters, because I think that's innovative enough to be the name.
True, and that's what you guys are doing, so that's good to know. Is there any advice that you got from a leader, a colleague about being at SAFE, like something that has inspired you to be where you are?
I think owning the problem, that's where you would be able to find the solutions in the innovative way. Being in the customer's shoes.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest advice.
That's good to know. We have a value which talks about, always wanting to be candid.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you? Like, what does always being candid mean?
I would say always being candid in the sense you don't need to think of any middle layers when it comes for you to give your thoughts or perspective or what you think about your work or anything. So I think that's what being candid means. And I think that's absolutely for the fact it's there in SAFE. It's not just about being in the books. So yeah, I think even when you work on something and you think, no, it should be taken up in a different way, customers would relate to it. So you can be completely candid, and that's where you can go to the leaders as well.
If you had to give one piece of advice to someone who is joining, let's say, SAFE, what would that advice be?
I would say the same advice that I got. Own the problem, be dedicated, and you will be doing wonders. If these two things are missing, then I would say irrespective of how smart you are and your goals, but I would say own the problem.
Got it. I have a quick rapid fire question list as well. Are you ready? Should we start? Describe yourself in a hashtag.
Hashtag geeky.
Okay. What's the first thing you thought about this morning?
Whether I should make up my lunch or not.
Okay, let's say we go to your hometown. You said Jodhpur, right?
Yeah.
If we go to Jodhpur for 5 hours,
Okay.
what are the top things we're doing?
I mean, Jodhpur, it has amazing food. So I
Okay.
would say you should definitely try the food over there. So I think 1 or 2 hours is something you can explore over there. And it has some touristy good place. So it's known as Sun City and also the Blue City.
Yeah.
So you should definitely explore the sunset from the fort. It has the great Umaid Palace Bhavan. So I think these are some heritage places that you should visit.
Got it. What is your weirdest talent? Or let's say a secret that nobody knows about you.
Weirdest talent? I talk to myself.
All right. That's the most amazing advice you'll get is when you talk to yourself.
Yeah.
Because expert opinions. What's the most adventurous thing you've done?
I don't like adventures.
Okay.
I don't.
All right. If you had to delete one application on your phone,
Okay.
what would it be?
I think I would remove that is occupying space. So some redundant application is something I would leave.
Okay. Are you a morning person or a night person?
I am both, but what I would enjoy more is being morning person.
Okay. If you were a character in a movie, which movie would you be in and who are you playing?
Not a movie person.
All right. If you could swap places with your manager for a day, what's the first thing you're doing?
I mean, my manager is not in India.
Okay. But let's say he was.
I'm unable to think anything related to work. But I would say I would just explore his country for a day.
Fair enough. Last question. What is the most used phrase you've heard in office?
Code fat gaya. That's the most common one.
All right. Thank you so much for taking out the time and coming and sitting down to do this with me. Keep watching this space for more. We'll come back with a lot more fun videos for all of you.